Hi, I'm Dr. Janine Bowring, naturopathic doctor, and this is my Dr. Janine's 9 in 9 all about headaches. So when we're talking about headaches, we really have to determine why we're getting headaches in the first place. And this could be the headache that happens once in a while, or it could be that headache that is happening more often than not. And we really have to look at the root cause. And could it be due to toxicity? Well, it may be. When toxins build up in our body, we really have to address this because it can cause headaches. Is it an emotional cause, or is it a spiritual or an energetic imbalance, tension and stress in the body that is causing our headaches? So we're going to address all of these now in our top tips. So tip number 1 is magnesium. So magnesium is a fantastic muscle relaxant. It also helps to trap heavy metal toxins. So foods that are high in magnesium are avocado, nuts and seeds, and sometimes though you do need to take a magnesium supplement. And the reason for this is that our soils have become so depleted in magnesium that we simply don't get the magnesium in our foods as we once did. So magnesium is a great way now to have that muscle relaxing effect, but also trapping those heavy metals. Tip number 2 for headaches is blackstrap molasses. This is a great and wonderful source of natural absorbable iron. Now, some other foods that are high in iron are prunes and raisins, and these naturally have that absorbable iron, so these are great vegetarian sources. And iron deficiency can also cause headaches, and people often don't put 2 and 2 together, that iron deficiency and headaches are related to one another. We also need iron to run our thyroid gland, so that's really important as well, because a low thyroid, because of the low iron, can cause those chronic headaches as well. So make sure that you're getting enough iron in your diet. If you're not a vegetarian, certainly you can get high levels of iron in meat products, and this is the heme type of iron that is readily absorbed. Tip number 3 is to watch your sugar. So if you're eating a lot of sugar, what's happening is that you're spiking your insulin and your blood glucose levels, and then it then crashes. And that ebb and flow and that spiking and then crashing of your blood sugar levels can be causing headaches. So you really want to balance out your blood sugar, and you really have to watch your sugar levels, especially if it's the unhealthy types of sugar like the processed and refined white sugar. So watch your sugar levels if you do have chronic headaches. So tip number 4 is to watch your caffeine intake. So if you have a lot of coffee, tea, and caffeine beverages and foods, you can be forming a dependency on caffeine. And you may have noticed that if you have less of that coffee or tea, for whatever reason, that you get that caffeine withdrawal headache, well, that just says that your body is so used to having that caffeine. So you really have to, if you do love your coffee, as I do, make sure that your caffeine intake is pretty steady throughout the week. And also, if you're wanting to come off of that caffeine, so if you're having far too much caffeine, so more than a couple cups of coffee a day, I would say would be, that healthy level. But if you're having more than that and you have to come off of it slowly, make sure that you're doing it by just a half a cup every day for a week. So let's say you're up to 3-4 cups. So let's say you're at 3 cups a day every day. For the next week, you're going to come down to 2.5 cups every day. The week after that, you're going to come down to 2 cups every day. And that's a slow way to gradually decrease your caffeine so that you don't get those caffeine withdrawal headaches. Tip number 5 is the toxicity headache. So you have to detox, and I always recommend doing a detoxification for the entire body at least 3 to 4 times a year. And at the change of seasons, this is when our body best supports doing that detox. You want to get at all of those organs to get the toxins out of the liver toxins and the colon toxins. So in the digestive tract, these have a lot to do with headaches. And once you alleviate that toxic load on your internal organs, you'll notice that the headaches disappear. Tip number 6 is stress headaches. So stress is very much correlated with getting chronic headaches. So the more you can alleviate your stress, the better it is for your headaches, but for your overall life and happiness, of course, as well. So I love yoga, meditation, deep breathing. These are really helpful for decreasing those stress levels. Tip number 7 is to really ask yourself, are they emotional headaches? And if they are related to your emotions, and usually it's the negative emotions, so things like jealousy and anger, Or ask yourself the question, who is giving you a headache? And if you can answer that question, then maybe you have to do something about that situation or that person, or have a conversation to make sure that you're not suffering yourself and you're not suffering with these headaches, and help to clear those emotions in a positive way. Tip number 8 is spirituality, and maybe it's an energy blockage that's causing your headache. So when we're talking about headaches, whether they happen sort of in the eyes or in the sinuses, this would be the 6th chakra in terms of energy medicine, or maybe they're happening on other parts of your head. This would be the 7th chakra in energy medicine. So really important to know that you can clear these energy centers. This has a lot to do with deep breathing, with meditation, and really being in tune with that bigger part of why we exist in the first place. So whether you believe in and you pray to God or you pray to the universe, but having that connection and being open in your chakra, in your energy system, is really helpful for headaches. And the energy getting stuck here sometimes means that you're not allowing that universal energy to come into your body, or maybe you're not allowing your own body energy to be connected with that which is around you, which is so much bigger than yourself. So something to think about. Tip number 9 is the Dr. Janine truth that we share in every 9 in 9 episode. And the Dr. Janine truth about headaches is that this could be due to unprocessed thoughts and being told to do something that you simply don't want to do or to deal with emotionally and spiritually. So one thing, if this is ringing true for you, one thing that you can do is say a positive affirmation. And that positive affirmation is, I am at peace with my thoughts. And when you're at peace with your thoughts, and I want you to repeat this to yourself, and you can look in the mirror and say this to yourself, I am at peace with my thoughts. When you really feel that for yourself, then you'll notice that that energy doesn't have to get stuck, and you don't have to manifest those headaches. Any symptom in your body is your body telling you, and it's a red flag that something is out of balance. So whether it is in the mind, whether it is in the body because of what we talked about in this episode, it could be the toxicity, it could be the sugar, the caffeine, or if it is in the spirit and the energy, and you've got, some of these blockages, it's all within your power to be able to help yourself and to do it naturally. So thanks for joining me today. That was Dr. Janine's 9 in 9, all about headaches. And make sure to always take care of your good health and do it naturally.